Hello, everyone. Imagine this: you're standing in a vast field surrounded by people running in every direction. Some are faster, some slower. Some seem to have a clear destination, while others wander aimlessly. Amid this chaos, there's one question you must ask yourself: am I chasing my own growth or just trying to keep up with someone else? We live in a world where comparisons are inevitable. Social media, work environments, and even casual conversations often pull us into measuring our worth against others. But here's the truth: someone else's success is not your failure. Their story isn't your roadmap. Inspiration is a powerful force that can guide us toward growth and self-discovery, but it's important to approach it with the right mindset. When we look at the achievements of others, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison, measuring our worth or progress against theirs. However, inspiration is not meant to be a benchmark for what we should have achieved by now. Instead, it's a tool to ignite our own potential, to broaden our understanding of what is possible, and to encourage us to reach for our personal best. When we see someone who has accomplished something remarkable, it's natural to feel a mix of admiration and self-reflection. Questions like, how did they get there, or why am I not there yet, might arise. But this kind of thinking can be harmful if it leads to feelings of inadequacy or envy. The key is to reframe how we view inspiration. Rather than using it as a measuring stick to gauge our own success, we can use it as a guide to illuminate paths we hadn't considered before. Inspiration isn't about making us feel smaller, it's about expanding our sense of possibility. Consider how inspiration works in practice. When you hear the story of someone overcoming significant challenges to achieve their dreams, it often stirs something within you: a sense of hope, motivation, or even a desire to act. This reaction is the essence of inspiration. It moves us. But the movement should be toward our unique goals and aspirations, not toward trying to replicate someone else's life. Their success is a reflection of their journey, their choices, and their context. Your path is different, and that difference is what makes your journey meaningful. Learning from others is an essential part of growth. Those who inspire us can offer valuable insights, strategies, and lessons. They can show us that obstacles can be overcome, that persistence pays off, and that greatness is attainable with effort and dedication. However, the purpose of learning from others is not to compare, but to equip ourselves with the tools we need for our journey. What worked for them may not work for us in the same way, but it can spark ideas or solutions that align with our unique circumstances. It's also important to recognize that everyone's timeline is different. Just because someone seems to have achieved more or done so faster doesn't mean you are falling behind. Life is not a race, and there's no universal standard for success. By focusing on your personal progress, you allow inspiration to serve its true purpose: to uplift and empower you. Inspiration should lead to self-reflection, not self-criticism. It should encourage you to ask, what can I take from their story to make mine richer, rather than why am I not like them? When approached this way, inspiration becomes a source of strength and motivation, helping you discover what you are capable of achieving. It's not about following someone else's footsteps, but about carving out your own path, fueled by the insights and encouragement their journey provides. The idea of competition is often framed as a race against others, where we measure our success by how far ahead we are compared to someone else. However, this mindset can lead to unnecessary stress, distraction, and even a sense of inadequacy. True competition is not about surpassing others, it's about challenging yourself to grow, improve, and become the best version of who you are. Competing with yourself is a deeply personal journey, one rooted in self-awareness and commitment to continuous growth. When you focus on competing with yourself, you shift your energy away from external validation and toward personal progress. This perspective allows you to celebrate your small wins, acknowledge your growth, and view setbacks as opportunities for learning. The goal isn't perfection, but progression. It's about taking steps, no matter how small, toward your aspirations. This approach fosters a healthier relationship with success because it's measured by your own standards and not someone else's achievements. One of the most empowering aspects of self-competition is that it's entirely under your control. External competition relies on factors you cannot influence: other people's performance, circumstances, or advantages. In contrast, competing with yourself means focusing on what you can control: your effort, attitude, and choices. For instance, instead of comparing your career progress to a colleague's, ask yourself, am I learning new skills? Am I handling challenges better than I did last year? These questions shift the narrative from comparison to self-improvement. Competing with yourself also cultivates resilience. When the only person you're striving to outdo is the version of you from yesterday, failure becomes less intimidating. It's no longer about winning or losing in the eyes of others, but about what you've gained from the experience. Did you try something new? Did you push through discomfort? These are victories in their own right, and they build confidence over time. The process becomes about growth, not the pressure to perform for others' approval. This mindset also reduces the anxiety that comes from constant comparison. In today's world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the curated highlights of other people's lives, especially on social media. But when you compete only with yourself, you become more grounded in your reality. You stop measuring your value against others' accomplishments and start appreciating your unique path. This shift not only boosts self-esteem, but also enhances your ability to focus and achieve. Moreover, self-competition fosters a sense of intrinsic motivation. External rewards and recognition can only drive us so far. True fulfillment comes from knowing you've grown, improved, and persevered. When you're motivated by a desire to outgrow your past self, you cultivate a sustainable drive that fuels long-term success. This approach helps you build habits and skills that align with your values and goals, creating a solid foundation for enduring growth. In the end, competing with yourself is about honoring your journey. It's about understanding that your worth isn't determined by how you measure up to others, but by how far you've come and the effort you've invested in becoming better. This is a liberating and empowering way to live, one that brings genuine satisfaction and lasting fulfillment. Authenticity is one of the most powerful qualities a person can embrace. It's about being true to yourself, your values, and your unique path, even when faced with external pressures to conform or compete. In a world that often celebrates imitation and sameness, staying authentic requires courage. Yet it is through authenticity that we find meaning in our lives and create a journey that feels deeply fulfilling. When we focus too much on others, whether it's comparing achievements, imitating their paths, or striving to meet societal expectations, we risk losing sight of what makes us unique. Everyone's journey is shaped by a different combination of experiences, talents, and dreams. Trying to follow someone else's path can lead to frustration and a sense of inadequacy because their path isn't ours. It's like trying to complete a puzzle with pieces from a different set. Authenticity is about acknowledging that your puzzle is your own and that every piece, no matter how unexpected or imperfect, has its place. Being authentic starts with self-awareness. It requires taking the time to understand who you are, what you value, and what drives you. This introspection helps you identify the goals that genuinely matter to you, not the ones you think you should pursue because of external influences. When you are clear about your priorities, you can make decisions that align with your true self, leading to a sense of purpose and alignment that no amount of external validation can replicate. Embracing authenticity also means accepting that your journey will look different from anyone else's. This difference is not a weakness, it's a strength. The world doesn't need another version of someone else, it needs the unique contributions that only you can bring. By staying true to yourself, you bring fresh perspectives, ideas, and solutions to the table. Your individuality becomes your competitive edge, not in a way that pits you against others, but in a way that allows you to shine in your own right. However, authenticity doesn't mean rejecting inspiration or refusing to learn from others. It's about integrating those lessons in a way that feels true to who you are. The achievements of others can motivate you, but they shouldn't dictate your choices. Instead of asking, how can I be more like them, ask, how can I apply what I've learned to my unique journey? This approach allows you to grow while staying grounded in your identity. Living authentically also helps you build deeper, more meaningful connections with others. When you show up as your true self, you invite others to do the same. Authenticity fosters trust and respect, both in personal relationships and in professional settings. People are drawn to those who are genuine because it's a rare and refreshing quality in a world often preoccupied with appearances. Authenticity is about living a life that feels true to you. It's about defining success on your terms and pursuing goals that resonate with your heart. It frees you from the exhausting cycle of comparison and allows you to focus on what truly matters. When you embrace authenticity, you don't just create a life that looks good to others, you create a life that feels right for you.